Mic check, test, 1, 2, 3, 4, mic check. Good evening, everyone, from Kettering Ice Arena in Kettering, Ohio. Welcome once again to Beavercreek Battling Beavers Hockey. My name is Kent Jacobs, along with our producer-engineer Aiden King, and our camera operator tonight is Jim Waldron. Tonight is the Beavercreek Beavers against the club team from southeast of Columbus called the PHA Prowlers, PHA standing for Prowler Hockey Association. This Prowler team did play here earlier in the season during the Thanksgiving Frozen Creek tournament, and the Prowlers finished second in that tournament. They were the runner-ups, losing in a overtime game and finishing second. Now stand by, everybody. They will be introducing the starting lineups for each team. The Beavers, incidentally, will be without one of their leading scorers, Hayden Drake. He is out with an illness tonight. Drew Maxim is introduced to the blue line. Colton McLaughlin. Jason Miller. Mason McConaughey. Now the starting lineup for the Beavers.
Now the starting lineup for your Beavercreek Beavers. Starting in at number 4 on defense,
Zach Briding.
On defense, number 8, Matthew Haywood.
Matt Haywood.
At center, or captain, number 21, Chase Nolan. On defense, number 22, Jasmine Miller.
Jasmine Miller. Gabe Horseman will be in goal tonight. And now, everyone, from the Kettering Ice Arena, here's the playing of our national anthem. In goal tonight for the Beavercreek Beavers will be Gabe Horseman. It'll be Mason Brim for the Prowlers. The Prowlers are in their visiting purple uniforms. They are coached by Damian Palambaro. A record of 10-13-2. The Beavercreek Beavers in the home white sweaters, coached by Greg Gutterman with a record of 8-5-0. The Beavers are moving from right to left in this opening period. Puck is dropped and we're underway. Puck dumped in behind the Prowler net. It ricochets all the way to center ice. Chase Newroth will dump it back in. Back to get it for PHA is Colton McLaughlin. Passes into the Beaver zone. There's a tip wide by Tegan Abbott. Turn and a shot. By Mason McConaughey. And a pad save made by Gabe Horseman. Officials for tonight's game are Alan Shockey and Aaron Jensen. That's a new tandem I haven't seen here at the rec center. Seen Mr. Shockey here, but I don't believe we've seen Mr. Jensen. For the Prowlers, here is Poe. He'll dump it into the far corner of the Beaver zone. Again, a huge void on the Beavers, both on defense and offense, with the absence of Hayden Drake, the shotgun, not feeling well tonight, so we'll see if he'll be able to play tomorrow night or not, but he's out for this evening, and that'll make a dent in the Beaver attack tonight and in their defense as well. Loose puck tipped back into the Prowler zone. Back to get it for PHA is Alex Flores. Flores to center ice. He drops it off for teammate Connor Amos. He's checked. Aiden Miley will dump it back in for Cody at the right point. Cody trying to get a shot. He's checked by Liam Corrigan, and the puck is tipped back to center ice. We had a very nice figure skating competition here at the ice arena before the game. That was a nice thing to see. Chase Newroth for the Beavers behind his own net. Over for Haywood. Matt Haywood cuts back behind the Beaver net. He's bumped off the puck. It's stolen by Miller of PHA. He rims it into the far corner for teammate Andrew Maxson. Again, PHA, they are a conglomeration of a number of school district teams from southeast Columbus area, Canal, Winchester, and some of the other smaller towns. There's a shot by Newroth. A one-timer on a pass by Haywood is wide of the Prowler net. Again, this team, PHA, did play in the Frozen Creek, but the Beavers did not play them. Puck is flipped high back down the ice. And it's cleared to center. Prowlers will dump it back in. Back to get it, Miller. Miller's pass to Schrader gets past him to center. Prowlers take the puck back over. We're 4 minutes into the first. No score. Alex Stallsworth knocked on his back, and there's a shot by Robinson, PHA, and save made by Big Haas. 10:39 to go in the first period, no score. Beavers coming off of that really nice winter freeze tournament up at Hobart Arena in Troy. They made a very good showing in that tournament. Loose puck, Stallsworth holds it in at the Beaver blue line, drops it off side of the net, and then it's cleared away by the Beavers. Poe will dump it back in for PHA. Back to get it for Beavercreek. Vandenboss. Zach Vandenboss will clear it down the ice. Here come the PHA Prowlers. Aiden Miley over the Beaver line, centers. It's intercepted, broken up there by Newroth. Newroth carries up the head for Haywood over the Prowler line. A shot. Save is made by Mason Brem. Brem spelled B-R-E-H-M. There's an icing violation on the Prowlers. Puck cleared back behind the Beaver net. Picked up there by Mason McConaughey. Tries to center it. It's broken up. Puck stolen away by Mason McConaughey. Lost the puck behind him behind the Beaver net. Briding picks it up. Zach Briding fighting for it with Mason McConaughey. Now kicks over for the Beavers' Austin Alfaro. He rims it off to the far side. Not out, however. Now the Beavers clear it. Icing waved off as the Prowlers go back. And Beavers on the fly. Malik back on the ice. There's a shot saved by Big Haas on Tegan Abbott. There's a shot for the Beavers. Pad save for Brem. Nice check by Malik on McLaughlin. Beavers come back. Malik ridden into the boards as he dumped the puck in the Prowler zone. Halfway through the first period, no score. Here's a give and go pass intended for Noah Poe, but he's checked. Loose puck behind the Beaver net. It's centered and chipped off to the far boards. Trying to get a shot away for the Prowlers. was Noah Poe, but it's blocked and cleared away, and it's icing against Beavercreek. Zach Briding back on for the Beavers, along with Corrigan. We've got Waldron. We've got Barker. And Miller. From the draw, puck carries back into the PHA zone. It's shoveled back to center ice. Jazz Miller. Pass up ahead, broken up. Stolen away by Fresh Hour. Fresh Hour will dump it in behind the Beaver net. Along this near side. Craig Waldron clears it down the ice. Prowlers back to get it. Connor Amos, pass into the Beaver zone, broken up. Zach Briding, pass for Haywood. Matt Haywood, poke checked as he entered into the PHA zone. There is a shot taken. By Newroth, and the save was made by Mason Brem. In goal tonight for the Beavers, Gabe Horstman has been in 10 games, has a record of 4.5 wins, 5 losses. Goals against average of 2.74 and a .933 save percentage. Very fine save percentage for Big Hoss. We don't have any stats for the PHA Prowlers. From the draw in the Prowler zone, Haywood dumps behind the net. After it, Alfaro wrestling for it there with Prowler Alex Flores. There's a shot, pad save Brem. Brem wants another shot. It's cleared to center. There's Tegan Abbott behind the Beaver net. There's a blast by Abbott. High and wide of the Beaver net. 5 minutes to play in the opening period, no score. Flores throws it toward the Beaver net. It's off the skate wide. Prowlers hold it in. So nice checking on the part of Tyler Calander to keep the Prowlers from in front of the Beaver net. Here is Calander carrying into the Prowler zone. He'll dump it in. Evan Schrader holds the puck in the Prowler zone. It caroms off to the far side. Malik back to Briding. Tries to shovel it ahead. Shoots it toward the net. It's blocked wide. Jasmine Miller at center ice. Pass broken up. Picked up for the Prowlers by Colton McLaughlin. He drops it off. Here come the Prowlers. Into the Beavers zone. There's a shot. It's off the goal post. Let me see who took that shot. That was a good individual effort by, can't see the number. They don't have numbers on their sleeves. That's a problem. It was Stallsworth who took that shot that hit the goalpost. It was almost at the elbow of the crossbar and the goalpost. That was the best scoring chance of the game for either team so far. Nothing, 3 minutes to go in the period. Puck controlled right now by the Prowlers in their own end. Here's McConaughey. Pass at center ice. McConaughey will flip it up high into the Beaver zone. After it, Tegan Abbott. He's checked. Puck kicks right in front of the Beaver net. It's picked up there by Miller. She goes down. Beavers regain possession at their own blue line. Here's Matt Haywood cutting behind the Prowler net. Drops it back to the right point, Brighting. Zach Brighting pass. And there's going to be a tripping minor coming up on Beavercreek. Brem goes to the bench for the extra attacker until the Beavers touch the puck, and there it is. So tripping minor coming up on Matt Haywood. So the first power play of the game will belong to the visiting PHA Prowlers. Beavers have done very well on a penalty kill. They're killing penalties 86% of the time coming in to the game. There's Maxim, a shot, blocked. Trying to wrestle the puck loose for the Beavers was Malik. Prowlers behind the Beaver net. Abbott to Maxim right point. Maxim shooting and a pad save for Hospital. It's rebound back to the point. There's another shot right on, and the save made by Big Haas off the stick of Colton McLaughlin. 1:02 left in the period. 1:08 left in a penalty to Matt Haywood. Beavers win the face-off. It's chipped down the ice after it. Newhoff trying to beat the defense down the ice. Short-handed a shot. He just missed it. Oh, what an effort by Newhoff. He almost cashes in between two opponents short-handed, but his wrist shot was just flipped up over the crossbar. There's a shot at the Beaver net and the pad save by Horseman, and Big Haas will hold on to it. 29 seconds left in the period. Malik on with Brighting and Calander and Newroth. Poe and Stallsworth and Burrell and Robinson and McConaughey on for, or Fresh Hour on for PHA. Beavers clear the puck on goalie at the other end. Stick save made by Brem. Rebound scooped up. Here come the Prowlers. Fresh Hour over the Beaver line. Tried to center the puck. It's broken up and cleared. And the buzzer sounds the end of the first period. The Prowlers will have 7 seconds of a power play left when we enter the second period. The score after one is Beavercreek nothing and the PHA Prowlers nothing. Okay, we're already ready for the start of the second period. They'll resurface the ice after the second. Penalty's now been killed off to Haywood. Here's Cody over the Beaver line behind the net. Drops it off to the point. It's stolen by Newroth. Newroth over the PHA line gets a shot, and it's broken up by the big paddle stick of goalkeeper Mason Brem. And there's a tripping penalty going to be called on the Prowlers. So tripping penalty now on PHA. And the Beavers will have their first power play of the game. So the penalty is on Connor Amos. Beavers on the power play are at 26% coming into tonight's game. Chase Newroth wipes out behind his own net. He maintains control of the puck and clears to center. Dumped right back in the Beaver zone. Newroth for Haywood now at center. Over the Prowler line. Stops in the corner, drops it back off to Malik. A shot, saved by Brem. Rebound behind the net. Haywood. Palander right point. Drop pass Haywood, right wing circle. A shot, and it's just wide of the net. Loose puck taken away by the Prowlers. Here they come. There's a shot by Tegan Abbott is wide. Puck caroms all the way to neutral ice. Here's Gorell of PHA dumping in the Beaver zone. Half a minute left in the Beaver power play. Ethan Malik for the Beavers over the PHA line. Left wing, shot wide from the corner. Corrigan of Beavercreek. Drop back for Brighting, but it carries all the way back in the Beaver zone. Big Haas will clear it to center. Corrigan lost it to Stallsworth. Stallsworth behind his own net. Shoots to center. And it's off a stick and over the glass, and we'll have a face-off with 12:14 left in the second period. Appreciate you joining us for some Saturday night hockey. Non-conference, non-league hockey. The Prowlers are out of the Ohio Scholastic Hockey League. The Beavers, of course, out of the Southwest Ohio High School Hockey League. Prowlers a USA Hockey Club team. The Beavers obviously a high school team. This is one of those games that Coach Gutterman likes to. There's a shot, pad saved by Horseman, and Haas makes the stop on the rebound. Coach Gutterman likes to sprinkle in during the season to kind of help toughen up the Beavers for league play. You generally play these club teams. They're going to be representing a number of different schools, and you'll generally get some, wider range of players. Loose puck in the Beaver zone. Robinson checked. It's shot toward the Beaver net wide. Holding it in on the right side, Caleb Gorell of PHA. Nothing. 11 and a half to go in the second. Here's Robinson, a shot steered aside by Horseman. Riding check from behind. Prowlers in the all purple. Beavers in the white sweaters and black trunks. Here comes Ethan Malik out of the fray for the Beavers. Malik over the Prowler line. He's tied up there. Loose puck tipped to center. McConaughey of PHA. He's ambushed by three Beavers. Loose puck at the center red line. Here's Abbott dumping in the Beaver zone. Back to get it, Vanden Moss. Couldn't clear it. It's tipped wide of the Beaver net. Cleared into the PHA zone and played by Tegan Abbott. Abbott's past the center, intercepted by Calander. He'll shovel it in for Liam Corrigan, a shot. And the pad save made by Brem. Rebound kicks behind the net. Now it's center ice, Calander. He'll shoot it in on goal, turned aside by Abbott. Rebound cleared down the ice. That'll be icing violation on the Prowler Hockey Association. Alfaro, Calander, Newroth, Vanden Boss, Haywood, all on now for Beavercreek. From the draw, Calander flips it in front for Haywood. It's broken up. Beavers can't clear, or the PHA can't clear it. However, Matt Haywood gets a shot off. A pad save for Brem. Now the Prowlers get the puck out of their own zone. Here is Ethan Coy at center. He's checked. Prowlers dump it in behind the Beaver net. Puck rims all the way to center. There is Tegan Abbott. He'll dump it in the Beaver zone. A shot by Coy. And the save is made by Big Haas, and he'll hold on to it. Beavers will be right back in action tomorrow night at 5:30 against Anthony Wayne High School. And shot, Big Haas will make the catch on that one. Face off in the Beaver zone, Poe against Malik. Here's a puck tip to Malik at center ice. Into the PHA zone, stops, looks to make a play, throws it toward the net, pad save by Brem. Rebound off to the far side. Played by Vanden Boss. Drew Vanden Boss's poke check to center ice by Robinson. Joel Robinson. Over for Jason Miller. He'll dump it in the Beaver zone. Nothing. We're approaching the midway point of this game. Behind the Beaver net, Miller to Schrader. Schrader is checked into the boards, and the puck is cleared away. Barker and Waldron now on the ice for the Beavers on the fly. We're midway through the game, 7.5 to go in the period. There's a shot. Pad saved by Big Haas on Tegan Abbott. Abbott spelled A-B-B-I-T-T, not O-T-T. There's Clayton Barker. He'll dump it in the Prowler zone. A.M. Corrigan holds the puck in, shoots, and the puck is caught by Mason Brem. I'd like to remind you of our good friend Bill Daniels of Dayton's Original Pizza Factory, 1104 Wayne Avenue in Dayton. Go see Bill and his staff for an award-winning pizza or a grinder sub or a delicious salad. Dayton's Original Pizza Factory. There's puck near side of the Prowler zone. Haywood to Newroth behind the net. Trying to center, and a pad save by Brem on Haywood. Now McConaughey of PHA. Over the Beaver line, a shot, pad save, kicked out by Big Haas. Puck held in by Abbott, a shot kicked out by the big pad of leg pad of Big Haas. Caleb Burrell rims it off to this near side. Puck centered, intercepted by Newroth of Beavercreek. Here comes Chaser. He'll dump it in, but he was behind the red line, so that'll be icing against Beavercreek. .5:59 to go in the second. They will resurface the ice after the second period. From the draw, Briding bangs it off the far wall to center ice to Malik. Over the Prowler line, he's got Schrader in front, and he puts it on net himself, and the puck is caught by Brem. Malik must not have seen Schrader. Schrader positioned himself in front of the net. He was all alone for a tip. bagged along this near side. Played by Amos. He'll clear to center. Drew Vandenbos. Checked at center ice. And the puck cleared behind the Beaver net. Brighting back again. Fight for it in the Beaver zone. It's coming away with it is Ethan Malik over the Prowler line. Looking to make a play. Centers for Schrader. It's broken up. Schrader will ram Maxim into the boards. Here come the Prowlers over the Beaver line. There's a shot wide of the Beaver goal. 5.5 to go in the second period. No score. Here's Liam Corrigan. Corrigan checked by McConaughey. Loose puck. Miley clears it back into the Beaver zone. Centering pass. McConaughey, a shot. Pad save by Big Haas. Puck kicks to center ice. Abbott picks it up for the Prowlers. Drops it back. McLaughlin will clear it in the Beaver zone. Back to get it, Vandenbos. Clears it to neutral ice. Puck dumped in behind the Prowler net by the Beavers, and it'll be icing against Beavercreek. Alfaro, Newroth, Calander, and we've got Haywood and Vandenbos on for Beavercreek. There's a loose puck in front of the Beaver net, picked up by Newroth. Here comes Newroth carrying in front of the Prowler net, drops it off to Haywood. Haywood centering for Alfaro. It's behind him. Here's Haywood in front. He was being checked by Colton McLaughlin before he could pull a trigger on a shot. Now back comes Young of PHA over the Beaver line. Shot and the save made by Haas. On Chandler Young. 3:45 to go in the second. They'll resurface the ice at the end of the second period. Stallsworth unable to hold the puck in for the Prowlers at the Beaver blue line. Picked up by Chandler Young. His pass intercepted by Malik. Malik flips to the red line. Taken away by Robinson over the Beaver line. Shot, stick save. Haas. Rebound behind the net to Miller. Miller stripped from behind. Puck centered. Poe. Poke checked away. Here come the Beavers. Here's Malik. Sidestep Stallsworth. Rams into a Prowler player behind the net. Here's Cody for PHA over the Beaver line. Looking to make a play. Cody is taken down by It looks like Barker. Here's a shot at the other end, is wide of the Prowler net. 2.5 to go in the period. No score for PHA. Connor Amos passed his fresh hour at center. He's tied up by Waldron. Loose puck. Stallsworth passed a Poe at center, broken up and cleared away, and it'll be icing against the Beavers as that clearing shot goes the length of the ice. Each team has had a power play, and of course both teams 0 for 1 since there's no score in the game. Well, we've got a decent crowd here tonight for a non-league opponent on a Saturday night. With a nice sprinkling of people in the stands. 2 minutes to go in the period. Here's Flores being shadowed by Corrigan. Touch pass to center ice. Picked up there by Abbott. Abbott checked. Here come the Beavers. Corrigan. And in ahead of the play was Newroth. Chaser was trying to coax a pass from Liam Corrigan over the line before his skate went over, but Corrigan unable to get it to him, and that's an offside on Beavercreek. From the draw, puck shot in behind the Beaver net. 1.5 minutes to go in the period. Here's Tyler Calander, poke checked away by Aiden Miley. Tightly played game by both sides tonight. Taking Abbott over the Beaver line. A shot, and it's tipped wide. Under 1 minute to go in the period. Shot by Hutchinson. Or check that, Miley. And it's caught by Big Haas. From the draw in the Beaver zone, 40 seconds to go in the second period. Centering pass, broken up right in front of the Beaver net. Beavers trying to break out with it, but unable to. 20 seconds left in the period. Jazz Miller checked behind the Beaver net. Just a few seconds left. And that'll do it for the second period. So, what a tightly played game we've got so far. And the score after 2 periods of play at Kettering Ice Arena. It is the PHA Prowlers nothing and the Beavercreek Beavers nothing. We're going to get ready to hear from some of our sponsors. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Nothing to score at Kettering Ice Arena. Back in a few minutes. This is Beavercreek battling Beavers hockey.
It takes a pro to stop termites. Call Go-To Pros Pest Control for the best protection in town. Steep price increase on your current plan? Call us for a second opinion and review. No termite protection? Don't wait till you find damage. Call Go-To Pros today.
Looking for a realtor? Then you should give Rhonda Combo a call. She's associated with Irongate Realty, a top-selling realtor in Greene County, a graduate from Miami University, and she has sold over $280 million worth of homes. She's a long supporter of Beavercreek and Dayton Stealth Hockey. Rhonda says, go Beavers. Check out Irongate Realty today.
Go. Hey hockey fans, do you feel like you're skating on thin ice with the IRS? Maybe you feel like your retirement planning is in the penalty box. Hey, I'm Curve Miller, Senior Wealth Advisor and Senior Vice President at Russell Total Wealth and Wellness, where we help good people make great decisions so they can have an amazing retirement. Now, when is the last time you took a look at the risk you're taking with your money? It could be time to sharpen your planning so you can pursue a total wealth hat trick with your retirement savings. Don't skate with your head down. Get in the game and pursue your goals with your head up. Now let's get back to the action. Go Creek Hockey!
back. Okay, it's 0-0 after 2 periods of play at Kettering Ice Arena. The Beavers and the PHA Prowlers. We're joined by Beaver head coach Greg Gutterman. Coach, give us your impressions of the game so far.
Well, first off, Kent, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I know we always appreciate everything you do for the team. We love seeing you up here.
Oh, thank you
we're
very
giving
much.
you plenty to call tonight. I think the shots are relatively even, but I don't think we're attacking, right? So we call it kind of the invisible circle around the net. And I like to tell the guys, you got to act like you're sharks around there and there's blood in the water. And if you want to score rebound goals, you got to be a shark and you got to get in there. And it might be mean and it might be nasty, but that's where the goal scorers live. So if you want to be a goal scorer, go live in there. And we haven't seen our guys get in that invisible circle. So as soon as they do, I think we'll be okay. But and we'll keep on them. We'll keep on them. But they're high school kids. First game back after a long break. But I think they're playing well. We're able to get all 3 of our lines running. And of course, we're missing a couple kids with the flu and colds and ailments. Curve's out with a shoulder issue, and Hayden's out with the flu, and Aiden's out with the flu. So those kids can help us when they're ready and healthy.
And we're playing tomorrow night as well against Anthony Wayne. Is that right?
Anthony Wayne, yeah. So we haven't played them in a few years. I'm really excited to play them again. As you know, we moved to the Toledo district for the state tournament last year. So we have to start getting more games up in Toledo so we kind of have a baseline of where we are ranking-wise against those Toledo teams. So that's a big game for us, playing Anthony Wayne. Of course, we've already played Sylvania Southview. We've had a game against the Blue Devils up there. But this is a big one tomorrow night at NTPRD Chiller in Springfield. We'll play them at 5 o'clock. Really excited about the chance to play them. It's been a few years.
And as far as your holidays, how did everything go for you?
Well, I tell you, we're empty nesters, right?
Yep.
So we had our oldest and our number 2 were home, and they've already gone back to their jobs. Number 3 will leave Tuesday to go back to college, and then Mama Bear is going to be very sad.
Oh, no.
So I'll be taking her out to dinner and getting her martinis or whatever she needs to get over her doldrums. But yeah, no, it was fun. How about you? How was your holiday?
Oh, everything was fine. Went to my sister's house on Christmas Eve and church service on midnight at Christmas Eve. So that's always nice.
Yep.
So.
That's what it's about, Kent. Faith, family, and friends, right? And so it sounds like you got to do all 3 of those over the holidays, and that's all we can ever ask for. All right, well, I got to go pump them up here. Thanks for what you guys do. Appreciate you.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Greg Gutterman, the head coach of the Beavercreek Beavers. And it's 0-0 after 2 periods of play. Taking a look at what's happening in the pros right now. Final score from today, the St. Louis Blues shut out the Montreal Canadiens 2-0. That's a final. Pittsburgh over Detroit 4-1, final score. New Jersey beat Utah 4-1. The Columbus Blue Jackets, who suddenly are red hot, they're still in last place in the Metropolitan Division, but they've been playing above 500 hockey right now. They beat the Buffalo Sabres tonight 5-1. Philadelphia beat Edmonton today 5-2. Tampa over San Jose 7-3. Partial scores right now: Ottawa 4, Winnipeg 2 in the third. Toronto 3, the Islanders 2 in the third. Chicago and Washington 2-2 in overtime. Colorado, which may never lose again, they lead Carolina 4-3 in the third. Nashville 3 and Calgary 2 in the third. First period, Minnesota 1 and LA Kings 1. And later on, Boston at Winnipeg. NCAA men's basketball today, the Dayton Flyers continue their winning ways. They come from behind to knock off Loyola of Chicago in the Windy City today by a score of 70-67. Ranked teams right now, Purdue over Wisconsin, 72-48 in the second half. Florida and Missouri tied at halftime. Number 21, Virginia clobbers NC State. Number 14, Alabama, 89. Kentucky, 74. How about that score? Wow. Number 15, Texas Tech over Oklahoma State, 102-80. Number 23, Georgia, and number 10, Brigham Young over Kansas State, 83-73. Number 8, Houston over the Cincinnati Bearcats by a score of 67-60. Number 11, Vanderbilt over South Carolina, 83-71. And number 17, Kansas over Central Florida. Or correction, Central Florida over number 17, Kansas, 81-75. Southern Methodist over number 12, North Carolina, 97-83. Arkansas over Tennessee, 86-75. Duke just barely gets by Florida State, 91-87. Top-ranked Arizona over Utah, 97-78. Number 25, Iowa over UCLA, 74-61. And number 20, Illinois, over Penn State by a score of 73-65. NFL football today. Tampa Bay keeps their playoff hopes alive. They beat Carolina 16-14. And currently in the third quarter, Seattle over San Francisco, 10-3. And you are up to date. Here at Kettering Ice Arena, high school hockey is 0-0. The Beavercreek Beavers and the club team from Southeast Columbus, the PHA Prowlers. Beavers in the white sweaters, the Prowlers in their all purple. Maxon drops it back. Centering pass, puck loose right in front. Haywood clears it. After it, Newroth trying to beat the defense down the ice, but the Prowlers catch up to it. Both teams 0 for 1 on a power play tonight. And the referees for today's game, Alan Shockey, Aaron Jensen. Kent Jacobs from Kettering Ice Arena, along with our producer engineer Aiden King, and our camera operator tonight is Jim Waldron. From the draw, stalls with a shot, save, in and out of the mitt of Horseman. Rebound live along this near wall. Gorell holds it in to Young for Poe. Behind the net, Poe checked. Puck far side. Rimmed along to the near corner. Gorell holds it in. Gorell chasing the puck down behind the Beaver net for PHA. Drop pass in the corner for Poe. Poe behind the Beaver net. Centers, but right to Liam Corrigan of the Beavers, and he clears the puck down the ice. That'll be an icing violation on Beavercreek. From the face-off in the Beaver zone. Chase Newroth checked. Loose puck, Austin Alfaro. Pass to center, intercepted by Knox of PHA. They'll dump it back in. Jazz Miller tries to clear. It's off a stick to Newroth. Newroth trying to fight off a check. He's tied up by Connor Amos. The PHA bench likes that. And this PHA team played here in Thanksgiving weekend. They finished second in the Frozen Creek tournament. Centering pass that's broken up by netminder Big Haas. There's a wraparound chance, save, rebound for Maxim. His shot blocked. Puck rolls on end to center ice. Maxim back over the Beaver line. Maxim checked by Brighting. Brighting ties him up in the corner. Maxim still trying to come away with the puck. Puck chopped around behind the Beaver net. Now here's a shot for the Prowlers by Jason Miller is wide. Maxim goes down in the near corner of the Beaver zone. He lost his edge. Puck comes to center. Here is Abbott. Tegan Abbott over the Beaver line, cuts behind the net, chases the puck down in the near corner. There's a shot by Colton McLaughlin is blocked. And the puck cleared away. It'll be icing on Beavercreek. Robinson, Poe, Young, McLaughlin, Miller on now for PHA. We've got Newroth, Haywood, Oregon, Palander, and Vandenboss on for Beavercreek. Loose puck at center, picked up by Haywood. Fights off a check. Carries over the line. Now he's tied up. Puck cleared to center. Colton McLaughlin checked before he could carry the puck. Now Young of PHA over the Beaver line. Backhand shot, and it's caught by Big Haas. Chandler Young with a nice effort. Got a backhand shot off. Face off in the Beaver zone. Tyler Calander ridden into the corner wall. This puck still in the Beaver zone. There's a one-time shot wide from the left point off the stick of Joel Robinson. Another shot at the Beaver net, pad save by Haas. Stallsworth unable to hold the puck in for the Prowlers at the Beaver line. They'll go back to get it. 9:40 to go in the third period, no score. Prowlers back to get the puck. Clearing shot picked off by Haywood, then he's checked. Back come the Prowlers, puck ridden into the Beaver zone. Carrying back out for the Beavers is Newroth. Over the Prowler line, side of the net, a shot. And it's caught by Brem. Mason Brem, B-R-E-H-M. In net for the Prowler. Gabe Horseman for Beavercreek. 9:01 to play in the third. From the draw in the Prowler zone. Prowlers start out. Centering pass broken up by Big Haas. Puck still alive now behind the Beaver net. Flores at the right point. Takes a shot, blocked by Alfaro. Flores, another shot is high and wide of the net. Prowlers hold the puck in the Beaver zone. Another shot, blocked. Shot by Flores, and Jazz Miller is down on the ice. Jasmine Miller is down on the ice, and now the medical attendant here is going to try to attend to her. I did not see what happened. I don't see if she got hit. She's lying on her side. Some of the Prowler players are kneeling, as is Gabe Horseman. Now she's sitting up. I don't know if he took a shot to the leg or what, but now she's up on her feet, but she is heavily favoring, it looks like, her right leg. She's being helped back to the bench by the medical attendant and by Zach Vandenboss. Yeah, it looks like she's favoring her right leg. And Jazz is sitting on the bench. And now we're back to live action. 8 minutes to go in regulation. Here's McLaughlin for PHA. Shot steered aside by Big Haas up over the glass. And we'll have a face-off in the Beaver zone. 7:59 to play in the third. Abbott against Newroth in the Beaver zone. From the draw, Beavers clear the zone. And back to get it, McLaughlin, but not before it's over the goal line at the other end and icing against Beavercreek. We'll redo the face-off in the right wing circle of the Beaver zone. Newroth wins it to Vandenbos to Corrigan. Up ahead for Haywood into the PHA zone. Fires! And Brem the save. Oh, golden opportunity for Matt Haywood. He had a clearing on right wing. He got a good shot off, but Brem had clear sight line of it, and so he was able to cut off the angle and make the save. But a face-off in the PHA zone. 7:38 to go in the third. Nothing. Prowlers in the purple Prowlers. Back they come. Here's Stallsworth dumping it in behind the Beaver net. Brighting back to get it. He's checked. Corrigan can't clear the zone. He's tied up. Puck held in by Robinson. Over along the wall to Young. Chandler Young. Back to the point. There's a shot. A one-timer is wide. Now here is Gorell, a shot. Pad save, and Haas will hold on to it. Schrader back on with Drew Vandenbos. We got Malik and Calander. And Brighting on for Beavercreek. Coy drops it off into the Beaver zone. Now it's poke checked away to center ice. Stallsworth back to get it. Stallsworth, rink wide pass to Gorell. He'll shovel it in the Beaver zone for teammate Connor Amos. He's checked. Loose puck. Brighting clears to the blue line. Now it comes in on net. It's a stick save for Big Haas. Puck behind the Beaver net. Now 6 minutes to play in the third. Nothing. Here's Coy to Stallworth. Back to Coy behind the net. Intended for Miley. He couldn't catch up to it. Puck carries to center. That's dumped back in behind the Beaver net. Here's Zach Brighting carrying out. Brighting across center. Dumps it in the Prowler zone. Played there by McLaughlin. He drops it back along the boards in the corner. Barreling across center ice into the Beaver zone. Abbott hands the puck off. There's a centering pass. Miley a whack at it. It's blocked, and the puck kicks to center. Here comes Haywood the other way. Matt Haywood working 1-on-3, though. Nobody back for the Beavers. Play in the third. Newroth, the Beavers. Check, and the puck is cleared, and icing against PHA. Face off for the Beavers in the Prowler zone. Newroth. And the Prowlers don't have sleeve numbers, so I can't always tell who the player is. There's a shot by Vandenbos wide from the face-off. Back come the Prowlers. There's Poe. Flores looking for it at the point. Oh, a big play by Aiden Miley to break up a pass to Haywood that left him in the clear all the way. Here's Young centering the pass to Poe. It's behind him. Poe behind, or now in the corner. Centers. That's broken up. Puck thrown back in front of the Beaver net, and it's off the glove of Big Haas wide. Beavers clear the zone. And it carries past the goal line for icing against Beavercreek with 4:02 to go. Breiting, Vandenbos, Malik, Kalander, Schrader on for the Beavers. McConaughey, Stallsworth, Abbott, and who else we got? Maxim and Gorell are the 5 on for the Prowlers right now. Loose puck, Gorell in the far corner of the Beaver zone. Back to the blue line, drops it back in the near corner for Abbott behind the net. Abbott behind the net. Abbott drops it back, Stallsworth. Right wing Gorell, or McConaughey rather. McConaughey shot wide of the Beaver net. Puck held in by Gorell at the Beaver blue line. For McConaughey, a shot, and it's off a stick and over the glass. And we'll have a face-off. Newroth, Corrigan, Vandenbos, Haywood back on for the Beavers, along with Breiting. Poe, Young, Gorell, Stallsworth on, and now we've got a timeout. Timeout Beavercreek. So Coach Gutterman is going to talk things over. See if we have any chat messages. We haven't. No chat messages tonight. Oh, here we go. Collins Shell 354 says woohoo and boo. Well, nice to hear from you tonight, Colin Shell. All right, folks, 3:25 to play in the third. No score. Face off in the right wing circle of the Beaver zone. Beavers win it. That was Newroth back to Vandenbos. Couldn't clear the zone there. There's a shot, and the save is made by Haas. He catches the puck. One of the Prowler players goes sliding in front of the slot, in the slot area in front of the Beaver net. But Big Haas able to hold on to the puck. It'll be Newroth and Poe once again, this time in the left wing circle. From the draw. Here's Gorell, right point, shot wide of the Beaver net. Puck chopped out along the blue line. Here's Newroth coming away with it. Into the PHA zone, wraps around the net. He's checked into the boards before he could try to make a play toward the net. And it's cleared to center. Prowlers dump it in, that's Young. 2.5 to play in regulation. Wrap around chance. Loose puck in front. Poe a shot. Pad save. Rebound clear. And that'll be an icing violation against Beavercreek. 2:22 to go. Face-off will be to the left of Horseman. It'll be Malik against Maxim, Maxim, that's correct. M-A-K-S-I-M, Maxim. McLaughlin holds the puck in. Puck saved! And a PHA player fanned on the shot. Here is Ethan Malik the other way for the Beaver. Drop pass intercepted. Back come the Prowlers. Abbott over the Beaver line. Checked by Vandenboss. Loose puck. Shot taken by Miller wide of the Beaver net. Prowlers have to go back and get the puck in their own zone. Puck stripped away by Malik. A shot, and it's caught by Brem, and he'll hold on to it. That was not Malik, rather it was Vandenboss. Drew Vandenboss. It's sometimes hard to delineate number 16 from number 18 on the sleeve numbers. So that was Drew Vandenboss who got the shot away. And Brem the save. That will result in a face-off in the Prowler zone. Newroth wins the draw. Shot by Briding, a shot, and the pad save by Brem, and he'll cover the rebound. Newroth won the draw, and of course, the Beavers are without the big shot of Hayden Drake tonight, but shot taken by Zach Briding was on goal, and now a timeout taken by the Prowlers. So each team is taking their timeouts now. 1:35 to play. There have only been 2 penalties in this game, 1 on each team. So it's been a very cleanly played game. The Prowlers, after being counseled by Coach Damian Palambaro, are back on the ice. Coach Greg Gutterman still counseling his Beavercreek Chargers. Beavers have a chance right now to try to pull this game out. 0-0, 1:35 to go in the third, but a face-off down in the Prowler zone. Goalkeeper Brem slaps the goalpost with his stick to get ready. There's a shot by Briding. It deflects wide. And up over the glass, we'll have another face-off in the Prowler zone. Newroth, and I think it's against Abbott. From the draw, Prowlers clear the zone to center. Here they come the other way. Big hit. 2 Beavers knocked one of the Prowlers down along the wall. Abbott holds the puck in. Then he's checked by Malik. Loose puck in front of the Beaver net. Stallsworth to Maxim. Maxim centering. A minute to go. McConaughey's shot. It's blocked. Prowlers still have it in the Beaver zone. Maxim. Shot blocked by Newroth. Loose puck far corner of the Beaver zone. 40 seconds left. Malik stripped by Maxim to McConaughey, right point, shot, kicked out. Another shot blocked. Centering pass, broken up to the near corner of the Beaver zone. 25 seconds left. There's Abbott. Checked along the wall by Whiting. Now back the other way. Here's Haywood over the PHA line. Poke checked away. Now he gets a shot and it's blocked. 7 seconds left. Here comes McLaughlin over the Beaver line. Shot, pad, save. Had a save, and is the score after the third. Let's see if we're going to have an overtime, folks. I don't know if we will or not. This being a non-league game, let's see what they're going to do. We do a 3-on-3, guys. That would always be nice if we could. But we're going out to shake hands. No chance for a 3-on-3, guys. I guess not. They're lining up to shake hands, so maybe they don't have time signed up to continue. So that is going to do it. The final score tonight, the Beavers nothing and the Prowlers nothing. How about that? Well, so that is it. Nothing, the final score. I was hoping maybe we would play a 3-on-3 overtime, but a non-league contest, so they're going to let it go at that. They may not have had time signed up for it for the rink to continue on any longer, but well, that is it. I've been calling games for both high school and college at this rink for over 30 years, and I don't know if I remember a game ending nothing. Tell you the truth, I don't think I can. Of course, there's usually would be an overtime to resolve it, but that's how it goes tonight. Nothing. The final score. Well, um, 3 stars tonight, and there's not not too much to choose from. I'm just going to give the number 2 star of the game to the goalkeeper of PHA, and that is Mason Brem. I'm sure that Gabe Horseman faced more shots than Brem, so we'll give the number 1 star of the game to Big Haas, as he and Brem both pitched shutouts tonight. The hard hat tonight, I'll give the hard hat to Jasmine Miller. She took a hit. I think she may have been hit by a shot in the leg. I'm not sure, but she had to leave the game. And so we'll give her the hard hat tonight. There was really not much else. Not much else to. Are we off?
Camera's off, but you're not.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know shut
Okay. I don't know. I'm just sitting here talking. I said, yeah, man, I'm like, looking, the camera's broken down. I'm like, wait a minute, are we even on anymore? Okay.
Play backwards. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's about it. Nothing much more to say on this one. Nothing. The final score. Again, no 3 stars. We'll just do 2 stars tonight. The two goalies. Brem #2 for PHA. Big Haas #1 for the Beavers. So tomorrow night, 5 o'clock from the Chiller in Springfield against a team from up in the Toledo area, Anthony Wayne. It's not Huber Heights Wayne. It's Toledo team, Anthony Wayne, and that'll be tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock from the Chiller in Springfield. So, speaking for Jim Waldron, our camera operator tonight, and our producer engineer Aiden King, this is Kent Jacobs reminding you the final score tonight. The Beavers nothing and the Prowlers nothing. Until tomorrow evening, we bid you good night, everyone, from the Kettering Ice Arena.